These are the answers to the histogram and box plot worksheet. They give us 20 boys who tried out for the JV basketball team, and we're supposed to figure out kind of their average heights, or at least kind of some distribution of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to put them in what we call bins, little categories. One is going to be from 60 to less than 63, so in other words 62, then 63 to 65, 66 to 68, and so on. So 60 would go in here, 62 would go in here, 64 here, 64, 65, 66 would go here, 68, 70, 74 would go here, 75 there, 63 comes back to here, 64 into this one, 65 into this one, 66, 67, 67, 68, 69, 70, and then 72. All right, so there were 2 in here, 6 in here, 6 in here, 3 in here, 2 in here, 1 in there. So now when we go to make this histogram, what we do is we kind of do a little break there, and we're going to say this is from 60, and then we're going to go 63, and then 66, 69, 72, 75. And it's understood that we're only counting 60 to 62 here, right? And then 63 to 66 here. So we understand that, like, in this little box, it goes from 60 to less than that, right? And then 63 starts this one, and so on and so forth. So this one was a height of 2, so we're going to go up 2 and over, and there's the first box. Then the next one was a height of 6, so 4, 5, 6, and over. Then the next one was a height of 6 as well. Then a height of 3, then a height of 2, and then a height of 1. So there's our histogram, and it kind of gives us that. Or sometimes the grid isn't always the best. Maybe just having on a piece of paper would have been fine. But there's our grid. That's our histogram. These are the number of people, number of players, and these were their heights, right? All right, so now, based on our information, C says, how would you describe the shape of the histogram? So you can see that we're kind of even. Maybe it's a little skewed to the right, but not too bad. So I would say either an even distribution or possibly skewed right. Not one or the other. What's the most common height interval for boys trying out for basketball? Well, we had 2 of them, right? We had from 63 to 65 and 66 to 68. So 63 to 65, 66 to 68. Those were our 2 most common. What percent were 72 inches or taller? So 72 or taller would have been these categories, 1, 2, 3 of them, right? So 3 out of the 20 was it. And you can either divide that and move your decimal point if you're familiar with that, or you can set it equal to x over 100. Either way, we're going to end up with 15%. And another quick way to do that is 10% of 20 is 2. 5% then would be 1. So 3 is 2 and 1, so that's 10% plus 5%. Another way to do it. All right, then heights for these boys. What I did was I went ahead and put them in order. So the minimum was 60. The maximum was 75. So there are 20, so I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to cut right in there. That's our median, 66.5. Within the 10, then, we're going to cut that by 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 64, 64. Our first quartile, 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut right here. 69.5 will be my third quartile. Calculate the IQR. That's third quartile, 69.5, minus first quartile, 64. This gives me 5.5. That's our interquartile range. Okay. And if I'm going to make a box plot for it, I'm going to go 60 here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 75. So we make our line at 60, our line at 75, our line at 64, our line at 69.5, our line at 66.5. Box up the middle, line out, line in, and there's our box plot.